back in 2021, I predicted that Rockstar would implement role-playing into GTA 6 Online. I came to that conclusion because role-playing has been a major contributor to GTA 5's continued success, just too big to ignore, especially in the last few years. Now check out this no-pixel search spike in 2021 that was fueled by role-playing Twitch streamers, as evidenced by this spike in GTA 5 Twitch viewership peaking at over 1.1 million viewers in May 2021. And yesterday, Rockstar took a step closer to realizing my theory as they announced the acquisition of CFX.RE, the team behind the biggest role-playing creator communities, FiveM and RedM, the foundations upon which countless role-playing servers for GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 are built. And I want to talk about why it's important to realize this could actually be very bad news. But let's start with a bit of good. First, it's always great news to see modders embraced by the industry rather than shunned. Some of the most talented devs out there are modders, investing their own time to support games long after they're abandoned by publishers and implementing quality of life changes to create a better experience for players, such as the single modder who reduced GTA Online loading times by 70% and was compensated $10,000 by Rockstar. While hiring modders isn't unprecedented in our industry, it isn't the norm compared to just unleashing the lawyers. Another positive is that this gives role-playing content creators a renewed sense of comfort, as theoretically they can now worry less about Take-Two issuing a cease and desist one day on a project that they've built a business around. Now here's CFX's response to the announcement. They confirm that they're now officially a part of Rockstar Games and claim it's an opportunity to advance the FiveM platform. They also confirm their day-to-day operations won't have any noticeable changes and reiterate that their partnership is focused on the FiveM and RedM platforms, not the next GTA. So that's it. Right? Great news. Role-playing is now officially acknowledged and supported by Rockstar. Video over. Let's all go home. Wrong. It is imperative that we look at this through the cautious, skeptical, and cynical lens of a business. Because when you do, a simple conclusion rises to the surface. Rockstar just purchased its biggest GTA Online competitor. See, in May 2019, an investor on an earnings call asked about the phenomenal growth of GTA RP, and Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick's response was simple: we don't monetize that, period. Earlier this year, CFX revealed that on January 29, 2023, they reached a milestone of over 269,000 concurrent players. Now check this out. On Steam on January 19th of this year, GTA 5 had a little over 176,000 concurrent players, and that number includes single player. So every player on a FiveM server is one less player Rockstar can convince to buy shark cards. So the big question is, if this mod was siphoning players away from GTA Online, why didn't Rockstar pursue legal action years ago to shut them down? And the answer is the same across all publishers, even the ones considered mod-friendly. Mods are tolerated by publishers until they no longer become financially beneficial. Mods benefit publishers because in most cases, they lead to more sales. An original, hopefully legally acquired copy is needed to install modifications or play on RP servers. Take-Two isn't dumb. They know that role-playing has led to an explosion in Grand Theft Auto 5 sales and viewership, and are part of the reason why the game continues to sell on PC. The sales and PR blowback from shutting them down would have been a bad decision. So, if Rockstar is working on implementing their own role-playing feature into the next version of GTA Online, it means a competing version would no longer benefit them. And they just purchased the team most capable of creating an alternative, a 6M, if you will. Purchasing the most successful developers behind hosting role-playing has many more benefits over the alternative, a cease and desist. First off, it's cheaper because there is more to gain starting with PR. Rockstar is being praised for doing the right thing and supporting mods just mere days after being lit on fire for their Red Dead Redemption conversion announcement. They also now own the code behind FiveM, something that took years to build and perfect, knowledge that can help them build for the future of GTA Online's infrastructure, but also gives them intimate knowledge about the inner workings of this machine, information that they can use in the future to aid in cease and desisting similar mods. And this is a very real possibility. Under this Rockstar support question, quote, I found an unofficial GTA multiplayer server. Will I get in trouble for playing on or hosting one of these servers? Rockstar lists 2 authorized multiplayer servers, Grand Theft Auto Online and Roleplay or community servers supported through CFX. Any other online Grand Theft Auto service is unauthorized, and your use of such a service would violate the license for your software. If you develop software for or host unauthorized servers, you are at risk of legal action by Take-Two Interactive. Players who use unauthorized servers may be banned from Rockstar Games services. Basically, FiveM was the wild, wild west. Do whatever you want. But Rockstar just bought the land by promising to expand it and increase resources, but they've also installed an electrified fence around it that warns you about the dangers of trying to play elsewhere. Rage.mp is FiveM's closest competitor, and at the time of recording this video, they have over 50,000 players online. Rage.mp and anyone who creates or runs a server is now at legal risk of being shut down. And those over 50,000 players are now at risk of having their accounts banned. Another thing that needs to change going forward is the freedom that servers were once used to under FiveM. These servers are packed with copyright infringement, and in some cases, blur the lines of profiting off another company's IP. See, FiveM collects server fees in order to maintain everything, and at one point, NoPixel, the largest and most recognizable FiveM server, even sold dev coins that were purchased with real-world money until the creator shut it down because of the risk of someone exchanging real-world money to purchase an item based on an intellectual property. And this doesn't even factor in donation collections, which is a fancy way for servers to dance around being paid. But now that Rockstar owns FiveM by proxy, they are now partially responsible for all of this activity. Many servers are currently in violation of Take-Two's own legal enforcement policy, which includes importation, misuse, or association of other IP in the project, including real-world brands, characters, trademarks, or music, commercial exploitation, including the operation of server by or on behalf of a third-party brand, generating revenue via corporate sponsorships or in-game integrations, and finally, interfering with our official multiplayer or online services, including Grand Theft Auto Online. Rapper T Grizzly's Grizzly World RP server violates a few of these terms. He's previously claimed he makes $200,000 a month through his RP server, which sells a gang whitelist for $400 and queue priority ranging from $200 to $400. His server even has its own currency called Black Diamonds and even sells a one-of-one car for $500. Some potential IP violations I found were Apple iPhones, Dunkin' Donuts, The Simpsons, Adidas, Nike, and James Harden. Now, it does seem a lot of these integrations have been changed, but a few still skirt the line, such as vehicles that closely resemble their real-world counterparts, such as this Ferrari. And while no official branding is present on the cars, the real-world names are still used to identify them. Now, I don't think this means that Rockstar will immediately begin monetizing FiveM. I know a lot of people are scared about that, but it will probably lead to a stricter application and vetting process to run and maintain new servers. And I think generating additional revenue, such as selling priority access, will be stopped. I also don't think Rockstar will immediately pull the plug on this venture, but on the surface, it would seem Rockstar purchased a headache more so than an asset. But it could be beneficial for the future of Grand Theft Auto, as Rockstar may have identified that it's better to work with the community rather than rally against them. Now, there is a glimmer of hope here. One of NoPixel's co-owners, Buddha, confirmed that they were involved in these conversations for some time, and he revealed his excitement for the future of role-playing and claims that there is a bigger picture at play. This is a positive bit of news to find out that one of FiveM's biggest servers was involved in these conversations. There is a possibility that because of RP mods, Rockstar and Take-Two have identified the metaverse opportunity when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6. For example, adding various cities and locations in addition to Vice City perhaps, and they could give players tools to build their own items and worlds in a creator economy and share revenue. But then the skeptical part of my brain kicks in. Rockstar is a developer that thrives on having complete control of their experiences. This would be a massive departure for the company. So it's possible that current server developers such as NoPixel aren't being told the full plan and are being farmed for data to better inform Rockstar devs when it comes to their own implementation. Rockstar getting them excited for the future of GTA 5 RP while building its destruction next door. Now, I personally believe that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to launch single player first and be a current gen exclusive PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and S. And if and when they release this new version of GTA Online, I can't imagine a scenario where Take-Two is more than happy to allow another modded tool to exist and siphon players away to servers that they do not directly profit from. And as I mentioned earlier, they now own the team that was in the best position to build an unofficial GTA 6 Online alternative. This purchase could all be about getting in the community's good graces, have access to the technology that built all of this, and use it all to build their own GTA metaverse, complete with role-playing and introducing console players to a world they've never known, while slowly sunsetting this current version. And the most important thing to keep in mind, no matter what happens, is that with a simple phone call, all of this can go away at some point. Rockstar now owns the keys to the kingdom, and they alone control the future of role-playing. It will never be the same because now Rockstar sets all the rules, and this newfound recognition does come at the cost of freedom. Only time will tell. But for the time being, I would remain a bit skeptical, even if you are excited about all of this, because the last thing any business wants is to share their profits. Like it if you like this, subscribe if you loved it, and tell me how you really feel down below. Thank you guys so much for watching.